Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there reigned a sultan. His palace was vast, his table lavish, his treasury full to the brim. Yet a weariness lay in his eyes. The crown on his head grew heavier by the day. This sultan had a vizier too, a small, quiet man, the prayer beads never leaving his hand. The vizier had a strange habit. Whatever befell, he spoke the same words. "There is good in all things, my sultan." Ill hunt or long road, he always said the same. At times, the sultan tired of these words and frowned, but the vizier only smiled, told his beads, and hushed. One day, they rode out to the hunt. The sultan drew his bow and held his breath. Just then, the deer bolted. The arrow flew wide and, swerving, grazed the sultan's finger. Blood began to drip from his palm. As the sultan writhed, the vizier's familiar voice rose. "There is good in every matter, my sultan." Then the sultan's fury overflowed. "My hand is torn! What good is in that?" he roared, and had the vizier cast in the dungeon. The vizier bowed low without resistance. As he was led off, he whispered again, "There is good in every matter." And the days passed by. The sultan hunted on, but the vizier's horse now rode riderless. Now and then he glanced to where his vizier once stood and found no one there. Then one day he strayed into a pitch-black forest unknown to him. The trees hushed, the air heavy as lead. Suddenly the bushes stirred. Natives sprang out on every side. One by one they seized his guards, and the sultan too was taken. They bore him to a village hung all round with charms and blazing fires. Each morning they took one guard, and whoever went never returned. The sultan sat huddled in a corner, awaiting his turn. At last, one morning, his turn came. They led him too up to the sacrificial stone. The village soothsayer circled him, studying him closely. Then he saw the sultan's bound hand. He bent and touched the wound. A whisper passed among them. For by their beliefs, a wounded body could not be sacrificed. The soothsayer freed the sultan and pointed toward the forest. At first, the sultan disbelieved. Then he stepped, then broke into a run. With bloodied hand, he fled through the trees and saved his life. In that moment, he grasped the good in his hand's wound. He raced to the palace and down to the dungeon. The door opened. There sat the vizier in the same corner, at his beads, with the same calm. The sultan bowed his head. "You were right. Grant me pardon." But a question caught within him. "I see the good in my hand's wound, but what good lay in my casting you to the dungeon?" The vizier smiled and raised a hand to his throat. "Had you not jailed me, I too would have joined this hunt. My hand being whole, they'd have sacrificed me. I could not stand before you now, my sultan." The sultan fell silent. His face now held neither anger nor regret, only a calm understanding. And for once in his life, he spoke those words himself. "There is good in all things." From that day on, they stayed friends for years. 3 apples fell from the sky, one for the patient sultan, one for the vizier who saw good in all, and one for you who heard this tale.